Almost a year ago, I hosted a contest to see who could create the best snow art drawing in a Rocket League map. While there were only 6 entries, the resulting video was a huge success, and the simple but clean Burb with a Leaf ended up earning 60% of the viewer vote and taking the $200 prize. Well, if any of those first 6 drawings impressed you, you're in for a treat because this year's contest blows them all away. We have 18 stunning entries vying for $350 in prizes, and once again, you, the viewer, gets to decide who it goes to. As we watch short time lapses of each submission, you will need to select 3 that deserve your vote. At the end of the video, you can use the Google form linked in the description or pinned comment to make your voice heard. Who is this year's snow art champion? Let's find out together. Our first entry is from Banana on Holiday, who says he actually had 5 different attempts at this before he ended up with one he liked. Altogether, this was about 8 hours of work, which I believe because this replay file was 2 hours long by itself. The Grim Reaper in front of the moon turned out incredible, and he wants to give some credit to his sister, whose original drawing was the inspiration for the piece. Next, we have our only team entry from Misk and Pete. Now, as we watch this, I want to let you know that these artworks are being presented in no particular order. Some are going to be more intricate, while others could be simple or cartoonish. With the work that went into them, I didn't want to leave anyone out, and so everyone's going to get some airtime. It'll be up to you to decide which type of art appeals to you the most. It may be something with fine detail like the Grim Reaper, or perhaps a clean and bold design like Misk and Pete's Rocket League logo. The first thing Scuffo wanted to point out to me in his write-up about his piece was the power slide spin technique he came up with to make the large curving lines that are meant to represent missiles coming out of the clouds. What he didn't mention in his email was why he stopped his car and did nothing for over 2 hours in the middle of the replay. Now, because skipping ahead in replay files clears the snow, I was forced to just sit there and wait it out while recording this time-lapse. Thank you for your entry, Scuffo. This truly was terror from above. Now, one would expect a piece of artwork with a title like White Carnation would be something beautiful. In this case, you would be completely wrong. Balanced Waffle's entry is not for the faint of heart, but as you struggle to even glance at this grotesque beast, remember, I had to stare into its eyes for over an hour during the time-lapse recording. While you may question how he expects to earn votes with an art choice like this, you should probably ask yourself, are you willing to take the chance that the White Carnation won't haunt your dreams if you don't vote for her? Personally, I will not be taking that risk. Our next entry is some good eye bleach that should help you forget all about the White Carnation, at least until later tonight. This fun cartoon bee by Nicholas is a welcome distraction, and while simple, I think he deserves some props for the symmetry he was able to pull off with this one. That's not easy to do when you're drawing with a Rocket League car. Now, I did expect to see more superhero or comic book entries, but this one from Execute was the only one. He said his Venom is based on a picture he drew a few years ago, and he was a bit self-critical of how thick the neck ended up looking, but I think it turned out great. I especially like how the ball seems to be getting pulled into Venom's mouth by his tongue. Alright, I'm going to give you a few seconds to try and guess this one from Beefy Raymond Boy. Did you figure it out yet? This is Fred the Fish from SpongeBob, and of course he's holding a Krabby Patty. For his submission titled Sunday Drive, E.B. Young spent over 2 hours removing all the snow around his artwork. I really love the details on this one. My only critique maybe would be that this could have been a Rocket League car, but it's amazing. EB is pretty humble in his email. He said he thought he did an okay job and hopes to at least get in the video. Yeah, I think this is good enough, EB. You definitely raised the bar on this contest. As we reach the halfway point of our 18 submissions, next we have a timely reminder from a fellow content creator named Gaming Dad. So if you're enjoying this video, make sure you do hit that thumbs up button and be sure to let me know your favorites in the comments below. At number 10, Red Cardigan decided to do a recreation of the Angel Wings logo for a band called City of Sound. They are actually pretty well known in the RL community, and their lead singer Jordan Wright regularly streams Rocket League. For this one, I really liked how the center field circle was incorporated into the design, so thank you for your entry, Red, and make sure you guys go check out City of Sound. I'll have their Spotify linked in the description. This next entry from Dark Seal is titled Something You Can Only Dream Of, which once again sounds like it could be wonderful, but with the whole White Carnation thing, it's made me a little hesitant to make assumptions like that. One thing I do dream of though is having more of you subscribe to my channel. Most of my viewers have watched many of my videos, but have still not hit that sub button, so why don't we change that right now? Now, Dark Seal did share a tip that I think might be useful for future contestants. When making this clean SSL logo, he actually used Bacchus mod to increase the gravity, thus making his jump clearing of the snow a lot faster. Alright, that's 11 entries down, but we still have 7 to go. Stay tuned. Next up, we have Zamace, who is our only returning contestant from the first episode. He took second place last year with this drawing that in hindsight, I think might have been White Carnation's one-eyed sister. Alright, let's see what he has for us this time. It's an over 2-hour replay, so I imagine it's going to be something amazing. Alright, so far we have a little cute penguin in the corner of the field. That's a good start. Wait, what is he doing? Alright, maybe he changed his mind. Fresh snow, new idea perhaps? Really? Another penguin? What's going on here, Zamace? Alright, he just scored and cleared the field again. I think we might be watching footage of a man driven insane by his own creative mind. Hold on. His email says I need to combine the 3 different penguins. Oh wow. Well, I think Zamace truly outdid himself. Yes, in a single replay, he has created the first animated Rocket League snow art. That's going to be a hard act to follow. For his submission, Elias decided to draw 4 separate logos in his Ode to the Freestyle Scene. We have the branding for Team Nitro, Team Awake, Pulse Clan, and Team Freeze. Nice job, Elias. I hope at least one of these teams will recognize your efforts here. Entry number 14 comes with a moving tale about overcoming adversity to reach your goal. 23 minutes into the drawing, Reptinox's controller died, which sent him flying across the map. Despite this setback, he switched to keyboard and mouse and completed the picture, even incorporating the unplanned tire tracks to create this piece entitled Hedgehog Throwing a Boomerang. This next entry is based on a Harris hawk, though Marcus pointed out that it probably will look like an eagle to most people. Thus, he will gladly accept all Americans who choose to vote for his freedom art. At this point, I know it might be getting hard for you guys to pick your favorites, but remember, you'll get 3 votes. So even after the cautionary White Carnation vote, you still have 2 more at your disposal. Marcus's work is definitely a contender here. With its unique brushed on look from a distance, you almost can't tell this was made with a car. Moving on, we have Blep, who shows us the best way to move a house is just to add rockets to it. Blep wanted to point out his use of 2-point perspective on this one, and said the dots around the house represent stars as it flies into space. Thanks for your entry, Blep. Well done. For entry 17, Austin decided to deal us an ace of hearts. Now this is another one of those replay files with a big pause in the center where he did nothing, but Austin was at least kind enough to warn me about it. Apparently, his food was ready. This submission also made me think that something like a 5-card poker hand would be a cool project to try and draw. I hope all of these entries are giving you guys some inspiration, as I will most likely be running this contest again in the future. Our final submission is also probably our strangest. It is called Man Eating Scarab Popcorn. Harris states that this illustration depicts what should be done to all scarabs. That is, get eaten by a giant. He also added that snow art drawing is way more difficult than he ever expected, but he was pretty proud of his results. And I would echo that statement for all of my participants. Well done. Well, that's it. 18 different entries, but now it's up to you to pick our winners. Use the Google form that's linked in the description or pinned comment to select your top 3 snow art submissions. There's a picture of every entry in the form to help you remember them, and each of your votes has the same weighting. For the results, be sure to tune into my Twitch stream where I'll announce the winners on January 30th at 9 p.m. East. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and be sure to check out some of my other content linked here. My name is Rocket Sledge. Thanks for watching.